Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Holly, and today's video is going to be something a little bit different. Kind of just more some things that I've been thinking about because of the day, and just some thoughts that I wanted to share with everyone because I feel like, I don't know, they're just things that I've realized are important, and I thought maybe I would just share. So today is September 9th of 2018, and exactly a year ago today my brother passed away from cancer. He had cancer for about 6 years before he passed, so he fought for a while. And I'm sorry, I told myself I was going to get through this and not cry, but I guess that's not going to happen because we're 56 seconds in and I'm crying already, so sorry. But the first thing I wanted to say is that it's obviously never easy to lose a family member, and it's definitely not easy to lose a sibling, especially when they weren't even 40 years old. And I guess what really got me so upset is I was talking to my mother and father-in-law about my husband and his sister, and I don't really want to go too much into depth about what's going on, but basically they got in a pretty heated argument 2 years ago, and they fought back and forth with each other over Facebook and over text messages, and then ever since then they really haven't spoken to each other, and it's really kind of put a strain on camera, excuse me. Okay. But it's really kind of put a strain on the family, and so today, like I said, my mother and father-in-law and I were talking about it. And I think just with it being the anniversary date of my brother's death, it really hit me really hard, And it makes me really sad for my husband and for his sister because they still have each other. And I just feel like there's nothing in the world that is such a disagreement that you can't get over it, family is too important. You just don't know what's gonna happen. And so I guess what made me think about this, really, and again, I don't want to get too in depth because it's really not anyone's business, and I don't feel like these are things that I necessarily need to air all over social media. But a long time ago, I was still in elementary school, and I mean, I'm 30 years old now. But when I was in elementary school, some things happened with my brother and my dad, and they had a falling out. And it's not that we didn't talk to my brother for a really long time. It's more that no one really went out of their way to talk to him. He lived a long way away, he had his family, and sometimes my dad would call and talk to him, and he would call and talk to my dad, but it was really irregular, and it would be months would pass before they would talk to each other because of everything that had happened. It was just really awkward between them, and I think my brother was kind of ashamed because of what had happened. And then my brother was diagnosed with, I'm sorry, but then my brother was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. And kind of everything changed after that. You really, it hits you how short life is and
how you just don't know, like, tomorrow is not guaranteed. And I mean, obviously, like, we spent as much time with my brother as we could, you know, and it just sucks because he's not here now, and you just look back and you just see all of those empty years that we could have had a relationship and we just didn't because of something so stupid. And then it was like, once this happened and everyone like kind of came back together and we really like supported him, and my dad would reach out to him and he would reach out to my dad like multiple times a week, and they really like grew their relationship again, and that just makes me so happy, and I'm so glad that they had that because they were like best friends. And so again, you know, it just is like, there is nothing that is more important than your family, and like, you don't know what's going to happen. So I guess the point to this is like, if there is something going on in your family and you're mad at someone else or they're mad at you, like, please just take like 2 seconds and say you're sorry, you know? You don't necessarily have to be sorry for what you said, but you can still apologize for how you made the other person feel, or that it was a miscommunication, you know? Like, there's just nothing in life that should keep you from your family. And so I just really hope that my husband and his sister can work out their differences, because, like, more than anything, I just want them to be able to have that relationship, because I would never want something to happen to one of them and the other one to feel the way that I feel about all those years I lost with my brother. And I just really miss him, and I wish that I would have just gotten over it sooner, you know? So, in closing, I know this was just like literally me getting on here and crying for like 8 minutes, so I apologize. But in closing, I just want everyone to know that I care about you, and if I've said something to hurt your feelings or make you feel unhappy, I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. And I hope that whoever you are and you're watching this, that you can take the same thing and go to your family or your loved one and extend the olive branch and move forward. So yeah, I think that's it. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you again soon.